I've realized the importance of writing goals down on paper. Once a year, around December or so, between Christmas and New Year's, I write down goals for the next year. They're business goals, saving goals, and also some church goals. And with some of those goals, we decide how much we want to give in the next year and write that down and divide it by 52 for 52 weeks, and that's the amount we give on a Sunday. We start out and everything's fine, and we run into financial storms, unexpected health expenses, a new car, having to replace a car when we didn't expect to, having to get a computer for a kid in school, college expenses. I could go on and on, but they come about to all of us. And when they come about, it knocks us for a loop, because sometimes they come together all at the exact same time. But what we try to do is regroup and try to make up the difference by the end of the year. And I also know that the more we review those goals throughout the year, the greater the chance we have of making those goals. My wife and I, Libby, we have our own business essentially. And we've had this business model for about 13 or so years. And we have huge influxes of expenses and income, and we never really know exactly where we're at. But I do know that we've had to take time to invest in various projects. Sometimes we spend thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours of time investing in certain projects that we hope will come to pass. Sometimes they take a year to come to pass, sometimes several years, and sometimes they never come to pass. But we've learned that we must do that. We must keep investing, and the more frequently we need to do it over and over and over and over again. And over time, if we keep doing the right things, those things come back to pass, and we reap the benefits of those investments. And I've got to believe it's the exact same way in God's church, that the more we give on a consistent basis, more consistently, the benefits keep coming back. Years back, we would give on Sunday if we had the money, but we've learned to be more consistent about it. And we've learned that the more we give consistently on a consistent basis, the easier it is to give. And we also realize the importance of running a church, and how important consistent giving of a congregation is to running the church, and it's very important. And giving too is somewhat of it's an act of faith, that especially since we own our own business, we have such fluctuations of income that come in and out, but knowing that God has always been there to support us, and the more we commit to Him and His church, the more our family has been blessed. When we focus on giving our time and our talents and our money towards the church, then the blessings just come in, and also realizing what God has given us. He's given us His Son, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross. Realizing that puts it all in perspective and makes us want to give more back. The more we have consistently given, our family focus has been with the church. I feel the more connected we've been, and I think it's benefited our family. Our family has been more focused on church and Christ, and that's how it's benefited our family. Everyone can start. It doesn't matter. It matters that you give frequently. You can build upon it later on, but start somewhere. And I would say, whoever you are in this congregation, and including the youth, starting out to give, and the youth, I would say, perhaps give $1 on a Sunday and do it consistently, and you'll find that you feel much more connected with the church, and you're building something. You're building part of God's kingdom, Sunday by Sunday by Sunday, and you kind of take ownership of it, and you feel part of it, and you feel responsible for it. And when you have that level of commitment, I can't explain in words, but it just seems as though that God seems to be more connected with you.